Hello everyone, Lubbles here, and we are playing Factorio, and as you notice, if you watched the last one, we're in a whole new place. And that is because I have been watching some videos of people playing this game, and I have discovered that I had no idea what I was doing. So, there was a lot of inefficiencies in the old base, even though we didn't get very far, so hopefully this will be us kind of blasting forth into the ether. So, if you put your stuff like this, this will just drop iron right into that forge, and you're good to go. All we need is coal. I don't see any. I don't see any wood either. Look at my map real quick. There's no coal around us. That might be a problem. Let's pick that back up. Let's craft a pickaxe. Alright, so let's look around for some coal. That's going to be pretty necessary for any of this to work. We don't have coal or trees. Those are both going to cause us issues. That means no fuel. Actually, you know what? Let's go south. As you can see, you can zoom way out, or you can zoom way in. This is about where you want to be, but for the purposes of this coal finding expedition, I see some right over there. See how far away that is. Because this is actually a great resource up here where we started. There's a lot of iron, there's stone, there's copper. The only thing we don't have is fuel. There's some trees, that's good. It's not even a very big coal node if it is one. That iron node itself would get us pretty far. And then we could eventually build up here. Oh, that is a big coal line, never mind. There's a lot of coal. Alright, so let's go see if there's any iron closer to that than this one, because that's kind of far, but it's looking like that's it. South. It's going to be nighttime soon. Alright, while we're here, let's get some coal. I'm probably going to want about 10 to start off with. I can put 5 in my burner, 5 in my forge, and then we can just plow along. And once we get some more iron plates, we can make another couple of burners and put them up in that coal to just automate our coal mining facility. I like to set coal here, and if you middle mouse button, it'll save it there. So coal will always go there. So I'm going to control right click to put half in, and control left click to put it all. But now, as you can see, this is mining up iron. It's thrown in here, and boom, iron plates. We need 9 to build another burner. We're going to need 18 total to automate our coal mining facility. So if you hold control and left click, boom, you get all of them. I got 2 iron plates, meaning I have 7 total now. I'm going to chop some trees while this is going to work. So we're going to need wood for power bulbs later. Almost. I still have no idea what I'm doing, except for I'm starting to learn the beginning of the game a little bit better. But I played with my buddy Earwig yesterday and on multiplayer. We got some work done, but we got to a point where I had no idea what we were doing anymore. I need stone. Let's see, there's some stone up here. You can see it on the map. It's these little kind of beige-ish looking things. There it is. Not much. Nothing to write home about. So we're going to need 10 stone total. 5 per burner. 1. There's 2. Alright. Shift left click to make as many as you can. We're going to start our first coal mining operation here. So if we face these towards each other, get a coal, and press 5 because that's my hotkey. Oops, and then control click, throw it in there. So he's mining coal. So he's going to mine coal, and then he's going to throw the coal into this one. Now this one's good. So as you can see, the red bar is how the fuel usage. You can see that it's creating coal here, the green bar, faster than it's using any coal. So this guy's just loading up on coal right now. So all I have to do is run by here, control and click, and now I have coal. Let's get 10. Now we're going to run back over, restock our iron supply. Because they are out. Five, control left click, control right click. Sorry, the other way, control right click, control left click. And now look at all this iron. So now we're going to want another burner mining drill and one of these. So I'm going to go up. Well, let's get the rest of this real quick. We're going to go up and automate our stone. It's in between our iron and our coal, which is helpful because we can just run back and forth. So we're going to get 5 stone. Build one of these. Plop her down. Put a chest there. Now we need coal. So now that will drop stone into our chest, if I did that right. Look at all the coal now. We got 34. See, as you can see, this will quickly grow. Let's just throw it all there. So now, if you press Alt, it'll show you what direction these are facing, which is an option you can set here. Options, graphics? Yeah, options, graphics. It's in here somewhere. Show mining drill allows when detailed info is on. Sorry, show mining drill arrows when detailed info is on. So if I click that off, I wouldn't see where that arrow is. I like the arrow on because now I can see exactly where it's going. And now we can collect stone. Now we have enough for another drill. We're going to actually speed this up a little bit to grab some more stone. There, I've got enough for 2 more of these if I had enough iron plates. So let's go get some iron plates. They're about to be done with coal. While we're running over to our coal, let's craft all of these that we can. So now, we can do this kind of in the same fashion. And if you select something and press R, it will rotate. Boom. So now, this is going to give coal to this is going to give coal to this is going to give coal to this, and then they're going to build coal pretty quickly. So we're going to go back down to our iron smelting operation. Actually, we're going to get stone first. Because we're going to want another set of these for our iron. So we need a lot of iron to start out. Alright, so we're going to do half. 10 in there. Boom. Boom. So now these will both kind of just make me a lot of iron, which is good with the iron. We're going to need copper at some point pretty soon so we can build our electricity. And then once I get electricity, so look at all this coal, 56, and it's just pumping itself. So we don't have to worry about going over and like having a chest and a conveyor belt and all that shit that I had in the last one. That was making things harder. So this guy's we're just gonna give him half of that. Give you half this. Give you half of that. The rest. So now let's build one of these and one of these, and we're gonna get some copper. None of it's close to me, which is super cool. We're gonna go all the way to the left here. It's so far away. So far away! Oh, you know what? We need coal, so that's already a bad idea. We're gonna have to go all the way back here and get coal before we do that. Once we get some copper, I can get electricity, and then I can start making these electric mining drills, and that's when I'll start making my conveyor belts to really get things going, because then I want the run so far. The beginning of this game is just a lot of running. Stone. So you can see our resources are starting to accumulate pretty quickly here. So let's just boom, 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 boom. Now we have copper. So we need 3 copper, so we'll wait for that so we can build our offshore pump. Do I need copper for these? No, stuff. And iron. There we go. Build that. Go get some iron. I'm going to build my power right here in the middle of all my resources, probably. Get some stone so we can build boilers. The ideal ratio is 14 boilers to 10 need more stuff. 10 steam engines, sorry. Brain turned off there for a second. There we go, now I have enough. So let's shift click those. Basically, I want to get all my boilers in place first. Boilers are going to need coal, so let's go get that. Let's do it here to minimize the space lost. Let's build as many of these as we can right now. Not that you really need to, but it doesn't hurt. So we're gonna. Why is this? Control click. We're gonna put as much coal in the front as we can, because that's gonna be the first things the water hits. It'll heat up the water, thus creating steam for our system. Let's recoal everything. Yeah, I probably don't need this much stone right now. It'll be helpful later. If you right click with a stack in your hand, you'll drop one single one. I'm just going to get that a little bit more cold up there. Now with the copper that we get, we're going to be able to automate, or we're going to get electric mining drills. So right now we need these, which take copper too. Let's build 2 of those. Let's build as many light bulbs as we can. These guys are doing okay on coal right now. So, we're going to go down to our iron, because right now that is the most important resource for us, other than coal. I mean, coal is arguably more important. But what we're going to do is, we're going to take this, and if you see, if I hover over this, it says its mining area is 5 by 5 squares. So you see where I'm going to put this down. The actual drill is only 3 by 3, but that little green area around it, that's its mining area. So that would give it maximum efficiency, except that it's going to be the way it wants it. So we're going to put that there, put this here facing the same way, and now we need to power it, which is why I'm building all this. So we're going to put this behind right here for now. If you get over the red area here where it says you can't build a pole, I click and says no. If I click and hold and run, it will build one every interval at the maximum. So we're going to run straight up to our power. Oops, I missed. So that was a little bit of a mistake, but now we can come back down here, craft some of these. So these are now producing. You can see there's some iron ore right here in the ground. So we need to build belts, which I'm starting to do now. The benefit of having these is, 1, they drill way faster, they drill a way wider swath of resources. 2, they don't take coal. So we can save our coal resources where they matter, which right now are 40s. So let's just have this coming out here. We're going to move some of this stuff around. So we have, for now, We will build these arms right here. Power them up. So. And now we need coal. These guys. So now they're going to produce the same way. As you can see, we've got a bottleneck. The reason being that for every one of these, they mine at 0.5. These craft at 1. So every one of these, you need 2. Every one of the drills, you need 2 for them. So we're going to need to expand this a little more. But in order to do that, I needed more. Oh, and more copper. So let's go get copper. These are still doing okay in coal. Let's build 2 of these. Let's build 4 of them. 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 more of these. I think this is good. So here I'm just dropping some iron ore in so it can smelt. Let's get this down. That. Once these hit 100 iron plates, that's the maximum capacity for the stone furnace. It will no longer produce. It will no longer. The arm will no longer put anything. So we need to get more coal. Which will also get automated here pretty quickly. Oops, I ran right by it. So they stopped because they hit the maximum. 50 is the maximum they can hold. So we have a whole lot of coal now. We're going to go ahead and run down here. We're going to power these buddies up. We're going to get the automation going with the plates so they go somewhere not in the forges, mainly because sorry, you'll see they'll fill up and then we'll have to go take care of it, which is so I don't think we can sit in forges. So here what we've got going on is these 2 belts will meet and throw all my iron plates in that middle. Oops, don't do that. No, it's fine. So now as you can see, boom, we have some iron beam. These will take a little while to catch up. There's a bottleneck because of the bottleneck we already created. But as you can see, it's not going to back up anymore. It's going to stay right about here. So I could clear this and throw it all into the forges, but that's not going to help us. So let's grab this. What are we doing? I don't need these in my hotbar. Alright, so I want to make more of these. Let's make a whole bunch more, because we're going to need to move a lot of stuff. We also are going to need those for our coal. Let's go take care of that. Grab us some coal. Should refuel our burners probably at our power. Grab some stone. We're running low on stone. He's doing okay on power. We're gonna go and we're gonna fill up the first 3 burners again. So if you look here, it says temperature on the right side, 100. That's good. That means you have enough burners for how many steam generators you have going. Or steam engines. If it's below 100, you're not running at 100% efficiency, that's a problem. So let's check this guy out. How you doing? Doing great. Let's do some coal. So actually we're catching up, because it was back here, I think, and now it's catching up. So what we want to do is right here, we're going to build some stuff. Oops, that was dumb. So he's going to grab the iron, he's going to throw it in this chest for me, and then all I have to do is run by and control click. And if you want to see if it's working right, clear the line, because he'll be a little backed up for a while, and just see if it backs up. And sure enough, it does. And it probably will. Exponentially, I should have 2 here, realistically. But that means I have to have more than one chest. So I'm going to leave it like this, and when I run back to grab iron, I'll just clear the line. So you can see now we're getting just tons of iron, just lots of it. So now, we're going to want to run energy over to our coal, because that's the next thing that we're going to automate. Do that there for now. Let's plop these guys down, kind of in the same fashion we did the iron. It's the same kind of drill. We want the arrows touching. Let's get some conveyors out of here. And power. Let's take these out. They're obsolete now. And let's run this conveyor belt as far as it'll go, so we don't have to run so far for coal anymore. So that is our coal line now. Now all I have to do is run up, and I could put another inserter there to grab it, throw it into a chest for me, which I'll do eventually. But right now we're going to worry about what we've got going on. So I'm getting enough iron resources. Here's. We need to automate. We need to automate our copper. We'll run power over there. Let's build 2 of these. Let's build a bunch of these. Alright, let's get rid of this. So right now I'm crafting light poles, which we'll need eventually. I don't really need them at the moment, because I have power running to all of my stations, except for we don't have stone automated with the electric drills, but the stone, right now the stone's not that important for us. And there's power running right next to it, so realistically we could get that done pretty quick. So I'm going to put this way back in here. Maybe right up here. Boom. I'm going to move these to here. No mouse those, I like those to be there. And then my conveyor belts I like to be on 1. These we don't need in our inventory anymore. Oops, we don't need that many. That's my bad. What we need is 4 of these. So what did I say? It's 2 per drill. So we just built 4 total. I had 1 in my inventory, so I only built 3. We're run over and grab. We're gonna have to clear these trees eventually, just for wood. We have a lot of trees. That's good. So clear that, holding F. Grab that. Build those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And actually, I could have right-clicked on it and made 5, and then just left-clicked. So that would have made 8. We have a very similar system to the last area. So this is going to go here. This is going to go here. This is going to go. So there we go. Now we are automating our copper production. Oh, except miss these guys. We'll do it right up here. Correct it. Right. So now these guys are gonna grab that, and they're just gonna go down. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Now I have 2 chests to grab out of, which is fine. I mean, it's not really bad. But now that's pretty close to our coal line. So here's our coal. Let's do this again. So that's going to be a problem there. Let's build one more of these belts and boom, boom, boom. Clear the line. Oh, look at all that coal. Look at all that beautiful coal. Let's fill him up. I just kind of went to town with all my coal there. Probably not necessary right now, but it's not like we don't have a lot of coal coming out. Let's clear this. Let's make this better. Let's boot this. There, now it's powering both of them. Now they should be able to keep up. And you can see that now our iron line has gone considerably down. So 2 is even, 2 per drill is a little bit faster than what you want, I think. Maybe not. So let's see, where do we go from here? We need research. We need research, yeah. So let's build one of these. We want to get to drill turrets pretty quickly, because if we get overrun by aliens at this point, we are toast. So turrets cost 10 science packs, which are these guys here. I'm going to right click twice, 5, 10. By the time I get my science facility built, planted, it should be about, should have enough science packs to really go down. We'll see. Alright, so this has to be created in an electrical field for it to work. So we'll place that. It's going to ask us what we want to build. How about turrets? How about, yeah. So now it's not going to do anything. Up here in the top right, it says turrets, and there's a bar. And that bar will light up green as it's research. So, and you can see the science facility is also not doing anything. So let's put in 1 science pack. I'll put in 2, that's fine. So you can see a green bar going up and a green bar going up. That means that we're doing good. So let's put in, we're going to load it up with all of them. Eventually, we will automate this system. Once it's automated, it'll just automatically put science packs in. Automation, automatic. Makes sense. So now that has all the science packs it needs to finish turrets. So, what do we need for turrets? We don't know yet, but what you need is a lot of copper and a lot of iron. So, we're probably going to end up expanding this, and expanding it is pretty easy. All we need to do is knock this out, and then move it. The way I have it set up right now, I can actually fit another production line in for 2, 3, 4. For iron, which means I can put in one more drill, which is going to increase it that much more. That there. This guy here. There. There. Let's coal these puppies up. Get our line down there. Oh, I need one. those right now. So, we've done that. Now you can see that these guys aren't really getting any iron to put in. That is because these 4 are sufficient for what's coming out of here. So we need to build another drill. Turrets are done. How about that? So right now I'm just going to exit out of this because right now we're not going to be doing anything else with that. We can build 5 turrets as it is right now. But we still are going to need more iron. So we're going to build another drill here. Realistically, here would be good. Let's just do that. And I believe I have a power bolt away, so we're going to have to get him connected to the bridges. Alright, let's get rid of this. Well, it's going to stop production. It's okay, this is fine. There. So now, we should build another track. And we should have enough iron coming through, eventually, once these start kicking through, that these last ones at the end will actually, yep, see, now they're getting something. So it works. Oh, almost got some. Oh, almost got some. Poor little buddy in the bottom right, starving. Almost. Oh, almost. Oh, almost. There he goes. So, it's not a perfect system, but that's generally how you have to do it. So let's do this. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I guess, stations that I need defended. So let's build 5 of these. And we'll run up and grab some more copper so that I can't see my copper. There it is. We're gonna need lights. So guns take a long time to craft. See, I still haven't started crafting a gun yet because that's the requirements for making the gun, and now it's building the gun. It's very slow. So eventually we'll also want to automate that if we're planning on getting our defense operation up really strong. So we're gonna coal these guys all up. Go down and coal up all my iron smelters. And then we're going to want to build ammo. So we've got guns now. Where do we want the guns? We want it so that it can protect everything that we have. We actually probably need two or three for this area. So if you look at this, it creates pollution. The more pollution you create, the more likely aliens are to attack you, and in bigger numbers. So I don't see any alien nests near me, but that doesn't mean that they're not around. They could be in that fog that I haven't discovered yet. So each of these creates 9 pollution. So that's 18, that's 27. Each of these creates 1.8 pollution. Let's call it 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Let's call it like 10 or 11, probably, between all these. So that's 11, 27, it's like 30, 40 pollution, which isn't a lot, but this will be the most polluted part of my base right now, I believe. So what we want to do is we want to protect our mining operation. Look at that. You can see a little red flashy. That means it doesn't have any ammo. I'm not crafting ammo, which I meant to do. Let's craft all of it. And I'm going to put all my ammo. So now he's loaded up. If an alien comes, he will attack him. Let's put another one here-ish. So this is, I'm aware that this isn't great because an alien can still get in here and attack them. But, actually, let's put this guy right here. This will at least help defend. Like, it's better than nothing, right? Let's go up and take care of our copper. Because they have 2 drills. That's going to be 18 right there. Plus the 4, 2, 4, 6, 8. That's about, it's about 25, 24, 26, somewhere in there. This is a lot smaller, though, so we should be able to protect all of this with the turret. There we go. Missed one. Alright. We're getting a lot more copper than we're using right now. But it becomes important in the end game, so just don't neglect your copper. This guy's still chugging along. What? Yeah. Let's go. We have a lot of coal again. Let's go stock these guys up. So if you look at this, sorry, we should have done this earlier. This first one's burning a lot of coal. The second one is burning some coal. This third one is burning no coal. It takes 2 burners right now to power and heat the water that I need for these 3. Because I'm not using that much power. To figure that out, you can click on an electric pole and you can see this is my consumption. This is kind of confusing. So this is my consumption bar at the top. It's full green. It's saying like somewhere around 6, 7, 800 kilowatts. My production bar is below that, which means this is how much of my production I'm using. I'm at full consumption, meaning all of my things are getting the power. This just means that I could produce up to here, and then I'm going to see this bar drop as this one grows, if that makes sense. So as long as this production bar isn't full, it means I'm not using all of my production for energy. So we want probably one of these up here. I think these cause pollution. So it's a little bit of a bottleneck here. That'll help us out. We're going to 10 in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Okay. And then we're going to put one on our coal, because our coal, honestly, if we lost our stone line at this point, it wouldn't bother me that much. We don't need it yet until we start building walls and paths and stuff like that. So we're going to put this guy right here. We're going to give him half bar. I'm going to stop this now. Got a lot of iron back. Rebate. A little rebate there. So now what do we do? The idea is I want to eventually have this coal going to my burners at my iron down here rather, and my coal, or my copper over here, and automating itself into the system. So to do that, we're going to need some research. What do we need to research? We need this. Automation. Gives us these long-handled inserters, and they'll be able to grab coal from 2 spots away instead of just 1. So let's research that. We need 10 science packs. 5, 10. As soon as I build one of these, I'm tossing it in just so it starts. There we go. And then once I get all 10 in, I will go ahead and start running a line of belts, conveyor belts, around to all the places I need it. So I'll have that done by the time I start the next video, and you'll be able to see it. And for now, I'm gonna be done with Factorio. But this is a different way to start. This is a better way to start. If you're watching, this isn't much of a tutorial because I'm still learning stuff, as you probably can tell from watching me play. But for now, this is Lubbles, and have a great day.